right, hola amigos, sawadee This is the Tumbleweed Geezer, and welcoming you back to our fifth round the world Tumbleweed Geezer backpack adventure on credit card miles. So we began this trip on Tesaira Island in the Portuguese Azores, where I have my sweet little casa above the sea. Love that place. And from there, we are going to proceed to Lisboa, as they say in Portugal. From Lisbon, we're going to do one brief couple of hours sleep night and then hop on a Lufthansa flight, business class on credit card miles, to Frankfurt. In Frankfurt, there'll be a short layover, and then board another Lufthansa business class flight for Chennai, India, Mumbai. From there, we will board my favorite airline, Thai Airways, and that will take us into Bangkok very early in the morning, about 6 o'clock in the morning. And we'll be back in the kingdom, which I love. All right, here's our flight path. Tesaira to Lisboa, my sweet little house above the sea in Serreta. And now, fasten your safety belts, because we are going to take a drone flyout of a few minutes here. From my little casa, look at that $1 million amazing view with San Jorge Island on the left you can barely see, and on the right is Graciosa, sweet little island, right outside my bedroom window. At the end of my property where those trees are, there's nothing but cow pasture all the way to the cliffs that go down to the ocean. I believe they're owned by my neighbor Denarte Polvao, and those are his cows down there. There is this beautiful view of the sea, and then coming up here to my north side of my property is the little Mount Serreta, topped off by a communication tower, which means I have amazing receptivity. And then looking back at little village of Serreta, population 350, and back to my little house coming up here on the right in yellow with a little patio outside of it. And now a whole new building has been built there. And now coming up is a beautiful shot of a sunset, which is so typical. Right outside my window, I get these amazing, amazing sunsets every night that the weather is clear. This is Boticario de Açores. The side of my building has some beautiful murals, and this is on the other side of the island, Biscoitos. Amazing sea crashing up against the walls. And here is our liftoff. At, I think it was 7 p.m. at night, Azores Airlines off to Lisboa. 3:30 in the morning here at Lisbon Airport, waiting for my Lufthansa flight. We board at 4:25. Pretty deserted here, but then it's early. So begins the great fifth round-the-world geezer backpack adventure on credit card miles. And I'm about to board Lufthansa flight in business class. Hallelujah. And I'm looking forward to a nice breakfast. Okay, see you in Frankfurt. All right, we have gotten to, this is from Lisboa to Frankfurt, high above this beautiful, I call it a cloud desert. I had an amazing flight decades ago over the outback of Australia at sunset. It was amazing, totally devoid of any life forms and beautiful shadows and colors. So this is a cloud desert. Now we're going to be beginning to come down into Frankfurt, where my girlfriend Gigi and I, back in, God, 1970, put into Frankfurt, bought an old Volkswagen work bus, and traveled all around Europe and North Africa in that Volkswagen work bus bought here in Frankfurt. Quite an adventure Gigi and I had. Oh my God. And here we go. We're off. Bye-bye Frankfurt. Chennai, India. Here we come. Woo! Here we are on board Lufthansa business class, bound for Mumbai. Very good service. I always have made a tradition of Campari and soda, 50-50 with just 2 ice cubes. Every time I get on a business flight. The food was quite delicious and very fancy. Had several different kinds of wine. This was a beautiful sunset after we had been in the air for many hours on my Lufthansa flight, and there is the sun beginning to go down on the horizon. Outside the window, made a beautiful, beautiful picture of the sun and the wingtip, and the light coming from the other side of the plane, shining on it. It was lovely. And then, as we began our winding up our flight, we had a nice kind of Indian-type breakfast. And that was off the screen on the plane showing our route. And now we begin our descent down into Mumbai, or Chennai Airport in India. First time I've been in India. I didn't stay, I was only there briefly. And as I might have noted before, terrible security checks. Seems nonsensical. Separating the men from the women, and I don't know, it was like 3 different security checks, even though we had already been security checked in Frankfurt, and this was only a transfer flight. But oh well, if that's the way it's done in India, I'm probably not going to go to Mumbai another time. I'll do a bypass on that. So we finally lifted off on my favorite airline, Thai Airways, coming up here, and watched the sun begin to rise on the final leg to Bangkok. Here we go. And now, finally, our descent down into the Kingdom of Thailand, coming in over Bangkok to the Suvarnabhumi Airport, which I have to say, I was one of the passengers on the very first day that Suvarnabhumi opened on September 29th, I don't know, 2000, and I forgot the year, but I was there. And it has quite this unique architecture and has become a hub for Southeast Asia. After a few train transfers, I finally hit the streets, and there's some street food, and we're back in the kingdom. Woohoo! So that is an abbreviated presentation of the first few legs of this voyage. We're back in the kingdom of Thailand and regrouping. I'm still learning every day how to improve this vlog, but in its rough form that you're about to receive, it's a start. So stay tuned. Join with me for the next leg, which will be taking you around Srirasha, not Pattaya. We don't go into Pattaya, crazy city. But then I hop on a flight and I go up to Chiang Rai, not Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, which I love much better and more northern Thailand. And there I'm meeting up with a friend, Raymond Brassard. He's a Canadian that I met out on Tessaira, and he told me about this amazing organic tea farm in very northern Thailand, up by Chiang Kong and Chiang Sen on the Mekong River. So stay tuned. We got lots coming. Um, I guess I have to ask you to subscribe to this. I'm telling you, I'm brand new to this whole YouTube vlog thing, but I guess we try to solicit subscriptions and followers. And please, if this interests you, pass it on to others because it's going to be fun. We're going all the way around the world. From here, I don't even know where I'm going from here. I may go down to New Zealand and Australia to do some trout fishing. I may go to the Philippines where I have not yet been. I may go to Hawaii and Japan again. I love Japan. I will hopefully, definitely, if I go that route back around the world, I'll be stopping off at Denver, seeing my dear son Corey and granddaughter Ava Jane, who are up in Lafayette, Colorado. And from there, it'll be bopping back to Brewster and deal with the town craziness there and my beautiful arboretum for a month or two, and then most likely back to Tasira, and we'll complete the whole circuit. So fasten your safety belts and enjoy the ride. And I do hope you enjoyed it, and tell others, and we'll continue with the next episode in Thailand. Sawadee Kap.